James Orengo has taken over, or used to take over the same position. Now, the complaint from his fellow senators is his attitude, apparently. Now, ODM party boss claims Raila is innocent in the Bungoma senators' ruse, adding that legislators were angered by his foul language to them. Now, is it his attitude, or could we say that his attitude is what got him to where he is? Or there's something behind it? They didn't give him a chance, yes?
Well, I really don't like talking about Wetangula, ODM, NASA, and Jubilee when we're at a time when Kenyans have got better issues to discuss that will improve their lives. But for the benefit of our viewers today, this is what I would want to say about this. Wetangula's time has just come. It was just a matter of time for Wetangula to exit. Wetangula is the lone senator of Ford Kenya, while he was a principal. So I believe, in my personal opinion, this is not my party's opinion, that Wetangula, for a very long time, was a flower girl escorting Raila to the big table. So today, when Wetangula is out, he can do everything he wants. He can cry, he can, do whatever he wants. But listen, the majority, out of the 27 senators, 16 are ODM. The standing orders, number 20, paragraph 1, 4, 5, all of these show how you can elect a minority leader in the Senate, and how you can also, remove him. He doesn't have a chance, even a single fighting chance. The law is against, the standing order is against him. The numbers in the Senate are also against him. Go back to what his colleagues are accusing him of doing. They accuse him of being arrogant, The reason why Senator Wetangula would appear as arrogant is because he was a principal. And when you speak as a principal, even your whip in parliament could appear to be your junior at that time, okay? And because he was a lone voice, especially after the handshake, his colleagues in NASA considered him a lone ranger. And now that he's out of the whole deal, then they figured out, you know what, we're the majority. We can use this opportunity also to put one of our own so that we have a smooth running of this Senate in terms of pushing the minority agenda. So to me, I think it's not the best time probably for Kenyans to be put in such political formations because these are political formations. We need to steer our country forward. Let us discuss issues that are affecting the Kenyan people. Of course. This doesn't pay bills for Kenyans.
Of course.
It doesn't.
Of course it can go, but it is also important to hear what Alice and Kagiri have to say. And in line with what Frederick Okango has said, is we on People Daily, actually, we have Edwin Sifuna, who says he was given a chance to consult senators, but he said he won't deal with barking dogs. Was that a bit too harsh? He's using the wrong words? Or was he speaking out of anger?
I think he was speaking metaphorically. You see, the senators were actually used as spanner boys by the key principal, who is Raila Odinga, to express his anger towards Moses Wetangula. It is reported that during their crisis summit meeting at Stony Athi, Moses Wetangula, out of anger, gave Raila a dress down because of not sticking to, not being in solidarity with the rest of the principals when he appeared for the handshake. So that is one of the reasons that has found Moses Wetangula at a very tight spot, and now he is paying back for his sins. To talk about him being arrogant towards his seniors, it's actually reported that he treats his seniors, for example, James Orengo and Senator Amos Wako, as members of his staff, yet they are his seniors. Even in the legal fraternity, they are his seniors. So I think it is all they are collecting all evidence and all matters put together just to get rid of him. And also remember that it is political calculations that are being done. I cannot only say that Wetangula's woes are coming from ODM entirely. Jubilee also has its fingerprints there. Remember that it has been William Ruto has been touted as saying that he is going to pick his deputy, his likely deputy from his running mate from Western Kenya. And remember that Speaker Lusaka is actually a person whose hands have been held consistently by William Ruto.
Yes.
And it is even thought that it is in a bid to bringing him closer to the leadership. Both of them come from the same county of Bungoma. Kenneth Lusaka is actually from the Bungoma, the Bukusu tribe. And Moses Wetangula is from a minority tribe in Bungoma. So then there's a lot of realignment in terms of trying to restructure what comes off from Western Province. And what has stricken Wetangula is actually a step towards that direction, dimming his star for the rising of another person. And I would not be surprised that that person is Kenneth Lusaka.
All right, and a question posed, we're going to pose this question to our viewers. Do you think Moses Wetangula bin Assad is prior to the 2022 elections? You can always text us into 0268. Reach us across our social media platforms. On Facebook, we are Ebru TV Kenya, and on Twitter, we are at Ebru TV Kenya. And you can also call us on the number that is going to be relayed at the bottom of your screen. Ian Kagiri.
I would actually like to align myself very much with some of the sentiments that Fred put across. This is politics and power play at the end of the day. All this has come from, or rather started from the famed handshake. That is when all these things started unveiling themselves. First and foremost, I think Wetangula overestimates his capacity in NASA. Look, this guy is, as Fred said, the only senator from Ford, Kenya. He has no clout. This position that he holds right now was a position that he was given by Raila. First, after the elections in 2013, when they were just called him, Raila and Kalonzo, and now after the 2017 election. It's not a position that he got because of his political acumen. It's not. And anything that is given to you politically, freely politically, can be taken away from you as easily as it's given to you. In fact, if one of the best traits of a politician, which only Raila seems to have, is to be able to read the times and act accordingly. These guys should know that by now, Raila has a lot of acumen, even in government, right? In as much as he's in NASA, quote unquote, has a lot of acumen in government. The best that they can do right now is follow suit. The best that they can do right now is borrow his cue. The best that they can do right now is ask him, what is the plan now going forward? Be quiet and just follow him.
Now,
if at all anything, for the sake of their political careers, if you look at all three of them combined, Kalonzo, Mudavadi, and Wetangula, Raila is a kind of politician who, for example, can hold 3 rallies across this country every week for a period of about 6 months, non-stop. He has a political muscle to do that. He has a political energy to do that, and he has a clout to command that kind of a following. These guys combined, the 3 of them, have neither of those things.
So, okay, as you said, combined, they have neither of those things. But does that mean that even in his political career, Moses Wetangula cannot stand alone?
In Bungoma County itself, maybe he has a chance. But neither do you know that Raila Odinga actually enjoys a bigger following among the Luhya nation than Moses Wetangula does. Ideally, Raila Odinga does not need Moses Wetangula to maintain his following in the Luhya nation. Right now, the MPs will make noise. But the same way that Weta is calling ODM, the ODM members of parliament dogs and whatnot, the guys who are making noise right now from Western Kenya are backing to his tune. And there are not that many. How many have spoken out so far? I don't think there are more than 5. You see? Ideally, what he should do right now, swallow his pride, because he seems to be a very arrogant man. Swallow his pride and lay low. He should follow cue from Kalonzo, because this is the kind of politics that Kalonzo plays. Kalonzo knows how to read the times. And I wouldn't be shocked, actually, if he emerged and said, Baba, we are still together. Where you go, I will go. Because at the end of the day right now, it's about political survival. And Raila pulled the trump card. So right now, he's on to the, if they want their political careers to survive, they should follow that man wherever he's going right now.